Hi, welcome back to another episode of Then We Eat. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining us. If you've been here before, welcome back. With the Super Bowl just around the corner, we thought we would make another appetizer. So on this week's edition, we'll be making a baked nacho dip. So I've turned my pan on. I've got it going to about 700, and I'm going to add 1 pound of ground beef to that. And you want to cook your ground beef until it's cooked through. I'm using regular ground beef. That's what we like to use in our family. If you like to use lean, you can certainly use lean. So I did turn my pan up to 1,000 just to get it cooking a little bit more. As you can see, my ground beef is starting to cook. It's a little bit pink still. At this point, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of chopped diced onion. I want to cook the onion with the ground beef, but I didn't want to overcook the onion. So I'm going to put it in the pan now and let it finish cooking with my ground beef. Okay, so my ground beef is almost cooked. My onions are getting nice and translucent. At this point, I'm going to add 2 cloves of crushed garlic. You don't want to add the garlic too soon or it will burn. So right at the end, all you want to do is to give it about 30 seconds to a minute just to kind of start to cook it. Okay, I think my beef is cooked enough. I'm going to take it off. I am going to have to drain some of the fat off of it, so we'll be back once it's drained. Now that I've got my meat drained, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning to it and give it a mix. That looks good. Now we'll set this aside. Now the next thing we need to do is our cream cheese mixture. We've got 2 8-ounce bricks of cream cheese that have been thawed or reasonably thawed. It's kind of cold in here, so they've probably hardened back up again. And to that, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of chopped pickled jalapenos. These are pickled jalapenos that we made. If you don't have them, you can use a can of diced green chilies. And if you want to see how we made the pickled jalapenos, check out the video here. Okay, so our cream cheese is mixed. Now it's time to assemble our dip. I'm going to start with an oven-proof glass dish. I'm using a pie pan, and if you don't have a pie pan, just use any oven-safe pan that you have. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our cream cheese mixture on the bottom. So we're going to add our cream cheese to our pan. You want to spread it out as evenly as you can. There we go. That's as evenly as I can. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our salsa. You want a 16-ounce jar of salsa. Mine's 430, it's just shy of the 16 ounces. This is what I have, this is what I'm going to use. And we're just going to dump that out over top of the cream cheese. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some refried beans. These are store-bought refried beans. If you'd like to see us make our own, which we normally do, let us know in the comment down below and we'll do that as a separate video. In the meantime, I've just heated these. Now they're going on top of our salsa. And you might want to be very careful because they may not spread evenly over the salsa as much as you might like. And now for our ground beef. Again, we're just going to put the ground beef right over top of the refried beans. And the last thing we need to do is we need to add our cheese. So I've got a cup of cheese here, and I'm just going to put that on top. So that was 2 cups of cheese that I put on the top. So this bakes in a 400-degree oven. I have my oven preheated, it's ready to go. I'm going to put it in the oven, but the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a cookie sheet so that it doesn't boil over the oven. So on my cookie sheet, I'm going to put some tin foil down so it's easier to clean up. So it's going to bake in the oven for 20 minutes, so we'll see you when it's cooked. So our nacho bake has come out of the oven. We're just going to add a few more things before we try it. So I've got 4 green onions that I've cut up. I'm just going to sprinkle it over the top. This is guacamole that I made earlier today. If you'd like to see how I made it, let us know in the comment down below and we'll do another video. But for now, I'm just going to add a couple of spoonfuls of guacamole to the top. And I have about 1/2 of a tomato that I've diced, and I'm just going to sprinkle that over the guacamole. So there we have it. There's our nacho bake. We're going to give it a minute to cool and then we'll try it. All right, it's cooled. Now it's time to try it. So I'm going to use a spoon and dip some out onto a chip. I'm just a little anal that way. Got some cream cheese, the salsa, the refried beans. Let's give it a try. Very good. You get a taste of all the flavors. This is so good and hot. The perfect thing for your Super Bowl. So thanks very much for watching. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. It lets you know when we upload a new video. We upload every Friday. And comment down below, did you like the video? Or better yet, what would you like to see us make next? Oh, and don't forget, first we cook, then we eat.